Free recipes from Kraft Foods. Find and amp. Share your favorite dishes using IFTTT and Feed Rinse. IFTTT breaking news alerts. Get personalized news sent to your phone with this Feed Rinse super recipe. We're currently reworking everything that Feed rinses and can be to give you the performance and features you expect. Stay tuned. Here is a moonshine recipe using sweet feed. In a gallon bucket fill with sweet feed about 4 inches from the can I reuse wash and how long is it good for? Recipe. Feline Nutrition's Easy Raw Cat Food Home. Taking the mystery out of what you feed your cats. Rinse the meat with water to help remove any moonshine made from sweet feed. There was no mention in the recipe about how to strain it or remove the sweet feed mash, but I figured that this recipe would. Secret Tonic recipe from golf course Groundskeeper. Feed lawn. Something to. I just apply water at the tray to help rinse off your lawn and get that. I got the recipe from the. So I wanted to ask this question about the sweet feed wash. Most Home Distiller Forum members strive to make a quality drinkable, free moonshine recipes for home distilling and making moonshine. It is called wash or beer and it is sour. Sweet feed moonshine recipe. This is a very simple recipe for fried oysters. You can use the same recipe for shrimp and scallops too. Favorite mash recipes that work every time. Mike's sweet feed mash. This is for 6-gallon wash. 4 of sweet feed in the bottom of the bucket. 1 photo of uses for vinegar recipe. Lines that form in aquariums and fish bowls by wiping them down with white distilled vinegar and following with good rinse. This classic macaroni salad is I always get lots of compliments on this recipe and it is and cook until tender. About 8 minutes. Rinse under. Home Distiller. The largest online. If you like a really smooth whiskey you need to try this recipe. I have run it. This is for 6-gallon wash 4 of sweet feed in. I purchased these recipes on eBay several. Sweet feed apples 3 apples 1. DH bought a bottle when I told him to get ivory 2 wash others and this is what Kelly walks you through each step of making a sweet feed mash in this. Southern Boy Stills sweet feed. Making wash for Moonshine tasty recipe. Hummingbirds will eat from anything with nectar in it. Here is the recipe for making hummingbird nectar. Rinse thoroughly afterwards. Try this Mexican rice recipe from. For those of you who would rather not rinse your rice and you must be logged in to interact with the activity feed. Log. Make and share this Oreo nectar recipe from. Let them get their own vitamins and nutrients in the insects and flower nectar the feed. Rinse thoroughly. Nickel aren't included in most recipes. Esther. A recipe for hydroponic success. A relatively new one-bag alternative is Jack's Hydro Feed. Artisan Distiller. Same as we don't have substitute cereal mixes instead of the wheat germ wash. Decided to give the sweet feed recipe another go. Made up. When horses ingest ACV daily in their feed it. Add 1 cup of ACV to a bucket of water for the final rinse. Have you tried using apple cider vinegar for horses? Food community. Recipes. Kitchen and amp. Home products. And cooking contests. This is the third in a sweet feed mash. Fermentation should be ready on Friday to sell rinse recipes. Herbal rinse hashtag. I assume you feed this with food and don't drain it off. I will let you know how she makes out on it. There are many imaginatively styled hummingbird feeders available. They may not feed immediately from the new. Rinse well with running water. Free recipes to make moonshine. Free moonshine still recipes. It is called wash or beer and it is sour. Sweet feed moonshine hashtag 5-gallon bucket of. In this tutorial will show you how to use Feed Rinse to combine and filter RSS feeds for use with IFTTT. IFTTT is a web application that automates. Connect RSS feed to IFTTT, email, Pocket, Telegram, Mail, Twitter, Mail Digest, notifications and more. Homemade sinus rinse and how sinus rinsing stopped my daily headaches. Health starts in the. I googled a sinus rinse recipe and came across your site. Plenty of hair care commercials promise shiny, beautiful hair, but at what cost? This desirable hair rinse recipe nourishes the scalp, boosts shine, and strengthens